Hey guys, what's up? How are you today? We're going to take a quick look at the Cosmic Legions from the Four Horsemen, Man-E-Faces homage, and Whiplash homage. Man-E-Faces is named OPOR-A-TIV83, and the Whiplash homage is named Scourge. So, they're going to take a closer look at these guys because they're one of the latest homages in the Mythic Legion universe, but obviously in the Cosmic line, and they look absolutely fantastic. So really fast, we'll take a look at the packaging. For example, for OPOR-A-TIV83, and you see it's an open window box. It has a nice little story and probably type of background on what his character is. Then they have a file card for him there, right? As you can see. And then, you know, obviously a cross-sell Cosmic Legion. And, you know, if you collect them, the top has a nice little symbol and insignia. And the bottom, just the legalese with the Four Horsemen logo. And as you can see, that Scourge is definitely a really bigger box and beefier character. And these are premium style figures, but they're obviously priced accordingly. And there is his actual file card for him. And then the cross-sell again, and again, outposts, Xeraxis and stuff like that, speaking about the world of the Cosmic Legions. So we'll take a closer look at these guys. So all I'm asking you is if you can sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and hopefully you'll stay here for the rest of the review and closer look, and enjoy yourself the way I'm hoping I can entertain you. So I'll see you guys real soon in a blink of an eye. So here we have OPOR-A-TIV83. Now, he comes with a nice amount of stuff, but again, it may not look like a lot, but he comes with enough amount of stuff to fit the character that is homaging. And so, as you can see, he has really nice paint on him. He has a really nice glossy metallic look. So we'll take a closer look. And as you can see here, he has a little down and up type of helmet mask to protect him. And I really think that's to make him look kind of like a medieval knight or a space knight. You see the regular face that he has, as you can see there. Looks really nice. His eyes are blackened like the original. I believe it was the original. The original Man-E-Faces have blackened eyes, so that's what he looks like, and that's what they went for. He has beautiful metallic blues with these lavender purplish metallic all over. You can see the details all over the place with the metallic oranges, and you know, the beautiful details and sculpting all over his arms. You know, the belt area. This is a nice belt with all these nice pockets and utensils and things that it brings, utility belt stuff. The spine thing in the back with that nice copper, like grayish blue. Looks almost like a endoskeleton shell. The plate in his buttocks area looks great. He looks almost like a Man-E-Faces that could be in the world of Halo, right, so to speak. Beautiful hands. The level of detail is immaculate. Inside with the orange jumpsuit, which is interior, and then the plates that are in that fuchsia color with that nice gray blue and the knee pads, going down on the sides there. Nice level of amount of paint and detail everywhere. Little accents that really make it stand out and really make it feel and show you that it's supposed to be a premium product, just like you see, you know, all the little details painted on his belt as well, and even in the crotch in the front. So he looks fantastic, and it's really awesome that, you know, they did such a great job. And even with the mask on, you see the little holes on them, you know, like you would in with the medieval helmets, the grays, everything, even the blues on the top. Like I said, the paint job alone on this figure is stupendous. Fantastic, fantastic. So now that we took a closer look real quick at OPOR-A-TIV83, right? Let's take a quick look at, I guess, at his accessories that he came with, but we'll take a quick pause. So the first thing we're going to notice that we're going to take a look at is an outer pod shell that it comes with. And this is see-through, and you see it has like some scratches on the top. And I didn't put that there. I think that was deliberately done for a level of detail from the Four Horsemen themselves. Nice metallic blue. This pops off. You got to kind of wedge it in. It's form fitted. And once you get it right, it won't come out, which is good, but it's a little tricky at first. Maybe warming it up might help, but it's very, very nice. And it goes on top of his helmet, as I'll show you guys later. Then you got the second portrait, which looks great, which is his monster head, right? Which we all know, you know, he has the three faces because he is the actor of Eternia. So that's why he has different appearances. And then the robot head, which is very cleverly done. Looks like an alien head in robotic form, to be honest. With the nice colors in the side. Level of detail everywhere, see-through. There's like an eye type form in the middle there. That's see-through. Look, I got a little bit of cat hairs there. Oh, God. Sorry. And you see that looks really good. Then he brings an extra set of hands. 4 hands in total. This is another trigger for the right, and well, his right, my left, and then another closed hand for the left, and my right. Then his classic style gun, that's in orange instead of being overly, you know, big like other iterations of him. You know, it looks more sci-fi and to fit the world of cosmic, as you see there. And then he brings these little glue gun see-through type things, and these are the things they use for, like, you know, when you do like souvenirs, there's glue guns that you can use. That is the actual glue brick. That's what it looks like, and that's basically to put around him where there's pegs, so that you can probably put, you know, his weapons that he has, even though in this case he only brings the one gun. So there are his accessories. Now let's take a look at OPOR, articulation. So as far as OPOR's articulation, his head will move left and right. It could look down about that much. It could look up a nice amount, about that much. Then he has the shoulders go up that much. No bicep swivel. One single on the elbow. It's a swivel on the elbow. Then we have rotation on the wrist. And in this case, the hinge moves down and up. In this case, I believe. Not really 100% sure. I have to see. Let me see. Let me check. Yes, it moves down and up, this hinge. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't sure. But yes, it goes down and up. And then he has a waist swivel with, you know, the ability to move them left and right, side to side. Then he has thigh swivel, a single in the knee that goes up a nice amount, and then he has forward, back, and then some rockers, and no toe tip articulation. So as far as articulation, he doesn't have like a super dynamic amount. He's still kind of limited, like the old Masters figure and Thundercats from Super 7, but enough to get him into decent poses. So now let's put on his accessories. Alright guys, so here you have him with basically all the accessories he comes with. I put the pieces on him that go there, you know, to plug stuff up. This helmet is a cool idea, but the execution is really not great because it's supposed to be form-fitted, but the minute that you try to tighten it up or press down for it to stay correctly, the plastic clear bubble keeps popping out. So it's really not great, even though the idea and the concept is cool. He makes him look like an astronaut at the same time, a space astronaut or a futuristic space astronaut. But again, it comes right off. It's not, it doesn't stay there. And then you have also the, like I said, the pegs to hold the gun in the back. So that's as far as the accessories. And of course, you can pop in his night shield in the helmet, as I did so there. So let me just pause and then show you the other heads. So here's OPOR with the cyborg head, which I think is kind of the coolest look out of all of them, to be honest with you. I don't know what he would look like with this on top as well. Probably better than before. You see there, which looks cool. Let's slide this off. Now let's see him with the other monster head. And here we go, OPOR with the monster head. As you can see, looks pretty cool as well. And again, let's try to slide this in. I don't know if it'll fit. Probably not because of those earpieces. Let's see. Maybe if I do it from the front. Nope, it's not going in. But you guys get the idea. At least he looks cool like that. It looks pretty cool, I think. So there are your options with OPOR-A-TIV83. So now let's just do a quick comparison. So here we go, guys. Here is a comparison next to the Masterverse Mani-Faces. I have the one for Classics. I have the one for 2000X, Loyal Subjects, the Mega Constructs. I have a bunch, and Origins. The only one I don't have is Vintage, as far as, and the statues, obviously, of course, but I have all of them. But this is the one I had in hand because it's the one I'm displaying with my Masterverse, because I love the Masterverse. But this is the character that OPOR-A-TIV83 is based off. Mani-Faces, and you see they look fantastic next to each other. And here is one more comparison. This is the Cosmic Legion Kalian Shawn, or Shun. She's a female character, absolutely incredible figure, but she looks very close and similar in kind of like aesthetic to what OPOR looks like. So I figured I'd show her because she even has some of the same colors, and they look fantastic. This is also from the Four Horsemen, but just to give you guys kind of a rounded idea of, you know, how they look, mix and match. So that's it, guys. That's a look at OPOR-A-TIV83. Now let's go take a look at our man SSKUR'GE. Real quick, guys, here it is. Here we have SSKUR'GE, and this is a really big, beefy, beautiful figure. And this figure goes for about $65. And I really think the Four Horsemen really knocked it out the park because, you know, Whiplash is supposed to be a big character. So let's take a closer look at Scourge. And you can see that his face looks excellent, right? Excellent looking portrait. And this is not the main portrait, but this is the face that would best, excuse me, resemble Whiplash. And look at all the level of detail in that sculpting, the highlights, from the neon greens to the actual money greens, to the pastel greens. It's just unbelievable the amount on his neck. Look at that. The scaling of his texture of his skin. In this case, he's supposed to be like a lizard alien, but in the case of Motu, he's supposed to be a crocodile man. The hands, the arms, everything, the shading, the, you know, forearm pauldrons that you see there, guards, and a nice metallic blue, like the way that it matches his, you know, his actual motif, color motif, right? The harness and the chest with that nice blue metallic there, which, to be honest with you, Whiplash never had a harness, but I get why, because this is a space character. All the details there, the gold, the latch here, where so he can, you know, hold on to, you know, wield or be able to scabbard one of his weapons. The back, his back looks incredible with the shades of black. The back part of his crotch area, where, you know, belt and plates with the metallic navy blue, the furlong, you know, cloth goods, and then a plastic one as well in the bottom. Really, really well executed. The beautiful belt in orange, like the resemblance of the belt that he wears in Motu, with the nice browns and highlights of gold, the skin on his legs and the textures. I'm telling you, completely amazing. And, you know, his actual shin guards on his legs and his feet, right? Looking all beautiful with that neon yellow, like I said, and that shade. Absolutely stunning. Then it's obvious his tail, which looks great as well, and completely detailed and sculpted. So, as far as Scourge looks, you know, he is a knockout type of look and figure at this very moment. He just looks absolutely spectacular. I'm trying to put him here because since he's so heavy, to make sure he doesn't fall. But to be honest, he actually stands very well without an actual, you know, stand. That's just me taking precautionary measures, you know. So guys, let's move on and take a quick look. As you see here, he brings a nice amount of things with him as well. But take a closer look at these accessories. So here we go, guys. Here are his accessories. Closer look. He comes with 6 sets of hands. Here is a closed-fisted hand. Here's a holding weapon hand. You see the nails are painted really nice. You know, that wonderful shade of yellow with blacks and neon green and yellow, like really nicely done. Then he brings the other side, the other fisted one, for his right, or his left, my right, and then an open kind of scratch. I'm going to scratch your face type of hand. Then he brings this staff, which is very space-like. The staff is very space-like and very long. So you can see I have to pull out the camera just to fit it in the, you know, actual, you know, frame. But let's take a closer look. All those levels of details from chipping, almost like a mace. And this is like blades, and you can cut with a nice copper orange look, with those nice dots and crystallized look of that metallic, you know, navy blue. You got scripture writing on the actual hilt of it going down, and the staff itself, and then going all the way down with that pike in the bottom of it. So like I said, very, very nicely done. Very space-like and yet barbaric type of weapon. And this is supposed to be based off the one that he always had traditionally, which was kind of like a staff and trident mixed together. Has a beautiful sheen of metallic, of that gunmetal metallic with the orange going all the way down with a metallic orange and copper look. Very nicely executed with that nice metallic navy blue, and then again at the end with that nice gunmetal, as you can see. So a very nicely well-crafted representation of a futuristic version of his traditional staff. And then last but certainly not least is the best head that he comes with, but it just looks very dragon-like, so that's why it doesn't look as much like the way Whiplash looks compared to the other one. But this is my favorite head. And look at the level of detail in the eyes with the reds and the teeth with those little reds around it, the spikes around the side of his face and the chin. And it is, I think, articulated. Yeah. Beautiful tongue and all that, what you call it, look of like saliva and goo in the mouth. And then that nice dark money green stripe on the top with then the horns coming out. This is a spectacular head sculpt. The Four Horsemen, their skill set of detail and how they sculpt figures and what they do is absolutely 100% second to none. It's absolutely fantastic quality work. So now let's take a look at Scourge's, articulation. So here we are, Scourge's other portrait, which I'm going to put here next. And so we'll start off with his head, which goes left and right. Right, and then he could look down just a tad, up just a tad. It does have a little bit of tilt, and then obviously, the mouth. His shoulders go up about that much, like so, not too much. Do rotate 360 degrees. No bicep swivel. A single on the elbow. That goes up about that much with swivel there. Swivel on the wrist, obviously, with the hinge going in and out. And the joints are very, very tight, especially that he's such a big figure. Then he has a torso cut, in this case. It goes nicely left and right. And got a little shake, but doesn't go forward too much. And then he has also a waist swivel, which is super tight. But doesn't have a lot of give to go forward or backwards. Then on the legs, does have a nice swivel on the thigh. A single that goes up only that much on the knee. And then, foot goes forward that much, back that much, and has, rocker. And then, of course, she can split really, really well for a big figure. And kick forward about that much, short leg as you can see, and kick back about that much, not too much. And then of course, to end it all on his back, he has the tail with the nice swivel. It doesn't swivel up here, that goes in, so holds tight. And pretty much that's his articulation that he has to offer. So it's not super a lot of range, but enough for a big figure like this where you can get some type of great dynamic pose for him. So guys, now let's take a quick look at Scourge's accessories. So here you have it, guys. Here's Scourge with his accessories. Like I said, he's more about the aesthetics, and I can't explain and express how hard it is to convey his size here on the camera, but he is very big. I gave him his trident on one side, and I gave him the other one on the back, like he's housing it, on the area where it's supposed to be sheathed. And then, I try to give him a little dynamic pose, the best that I could, because, like, again, his range is not great, but it's good enough for, a figure his size, so again, very cool, very nice looking figure, but you have to, have patience to deal with him, because he's not as easy as, the traditional figures that we may be used to doing with other scales and sizes, because he's a big boy. So, like I said, if I had to do any changes real quick, just so you guys can see really fast, I'll try to take off this head, which is very hard to take off, by the way. Let me see if I can do it here on camera. Let's see. There we go. Ball peg is very stiff. And put back the other head, just so you guys can see what it looks like with the accessories with the other head on. And as you can see, he has more of a resemblance to classic Whiplash with this head, although I really like this head. But, gotta be honest, that it is what it is. He looks more like Whiplash with that head. The traditional Whiplash, of course. So, there you have it, guys. Now let's take a look at him with some side-by-side comparisons. So here I have him next to none other than the Masterverse Whiplash, which is really cool. You were able to make two characters out of him. So this is the basic standard look for Whiplash. And I do have all the Whiplash as well, from classics to Origins, and even, I believe, Mega Constructs. Loyal Subjects never made them. And I think I have the 2000X statue as well. Or the 2000X, yeah. I don't remember, but I do have all the Whiplashes. And this is what he looks like. So, just to give you an idea. Now let me show you with maybe the other Whiplash, but with the other accessories. And this is the other Whiplash form that you can do with the Masterverse. So I basically made him like a minion or a guard. And that's what he looks like, with the other accessories on. But it's supposed to be based off like original concept for vintage. Which he was supposed to look like that with like the barbaric suit and stuff. But they went the other route, and I think the other route was the right way, thank God. But it's cool that they did it now with Masterverse, and you can do the different forms and have the option. So that's what he looks like. So guys, now let's go to the end of the review and my final thoughts on these two beautiful Cosmic Legion homages to the Motu characters. Alright guys, here we go. Here is my final thoughts and my end of my review. Basically, these two Cosmic Legions homages to Whiplash and Man-E-Faces are absolutely stellar and incredible looking figures and pieces. The lack of articulation is probably the department where I would actually have a critique. I think going forward, it'd be nice to see if the Four Horsemen Studios can update articulation and make it a little bit more updated or more articulated for better dynamic posing. But other than that, everything else is spectacular and very premium feeling. From the paint job, cloth goods, materials that are being used for the plastic, the accessories, the amount of deco, the weapons, it's just, top notch, top tier. And it shows in the quality, and it shows the love that Four Horsemen Studios has had for He-Man ever since they started doing the stuff for classics. You can tell they were always big fans and are continuing to be fans of He-Man, even though they don't work on the line and property anymore. So they're definitely worth picking up. You can probably find them online via, outlets like, Big Bad Toy Store, or maybe if you're lucky, if they do restock on, 4horsemen.com or the storehorsemen.com, and you get it for a cheaper price. And when they do those sales, those fire sales where they bring stuff up and they get, inventory, and when they get the inventory, they put it back up on sale. So, there is options, or small and mom and pop shops that sell things, everything, related to pop culture, like comics and stuff. Comic shops, I'm pretty sure you'll find them, or have a better chance of finding them. Like I said, $65.99 MSRP, and $35.99 MSRP. In some places, $49, because that's the price you get it from Store Horsemen themselves. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed the overlook. These, I can't recommend these enough. They're spectacular. Like I said, they're worth the price point, especially if you're a He-Man fan. And obviously, if you're both, if you like Mythic Legions, Comic Legions, Cosmic Legions, or Four Horsemen and Masters of the Universe, then it's a win-win. There's no loss there. They're worth owning no matter what. Or if you're just a Motu fan, just by picking these up and not having to collect any other of the Cosmic or Mythic, you'll be, pretty excited, because they're amazing. So, guys, give me a thumbs up if you liked the review. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Share this video with someone you think might like it. As always, thank you for all of you that continue to give me support in my channel and have not left my side and have my back no matter what from day one. I know I don't do videos consistently, but that's because I'm very busy in my lifestyle, and plus I have a lot of ailments. So I try to do them as much as I can, but when I do them, I try to make sure that I do the best that I can with the best quality, so to make it worth your while as my viewer. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed it and even subscribed, I'm completely grateful and humble, because I know that you don't have to, but since you did, just remember, I'll consider you now part of my family. As always, you guys can check down in the description below, where you can find me in any social media outlet platform. And you can follow me there anytime you want. And if you want to help the channel directly, there's a way to do it. It's not mandatory. It's not obligated. Only if you want to, from the kindness of your heart. You can go check out my PayPal information or Patreon, also down in the description below. But remember, like I said, only if you want to, and it's from the kindness of your heart, and if you have the means to. It will help the channel directly. It will help me directly, because I fund everything out of my own pocket when I do these things. No one, gives me anything, or I don't have no sponsors or anybody sending me free stuff. So, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Another episode of Toys in My Closet. That's a wrap. Hope you liked it. Love you. Continue collecting. Have fun doing it. But remember, be considerate, because we're still in trying times. Love you. See you in the next one.